speak on the new defensive coordinator leadership and maybe the different philosophy, the different schemes, whatever it is that he's bringing to the table that you guys are adapting to very well. Just speak on the transition that you guys are doing with the defensive side of you.
I want to say we're very blessed to get Coach Chisholm. One thing he's bringing to the table is our structure. He's making sure we all got our head on right, that this is what we want, that we on the winning page. The one thing he strives himself on is accountability, just holding ourselves accountable. Each one of our players, he gives us a task, he tells us to do something, and we'll do it. And he's buying in. He's having us make us buy in. So yeah.
What's different with the schemes that he's bringing in this year?
Gives us a lot more chance to make plays, I'll tell you that. In the secondary, he's running more of zone coverage, more of a man as well, but he's getting to zone coverage more than he ran last year.
Tony, how would you describe what your journey's been like? I mean, you're a guy that's been a big time recruit since you were, like 8th grade, right?
Yes,
so what's it been like now, kind of going through the college process now where you're, one of the more veteran guys?
It's been a journey. It's been a long process. It's been a long process, and just having like young kids coming in now and just looking back and saying like I was really in their shoes, or like hearing the words that they say coming out their mouth that saying like I used to say the exact same thing. It's just you grow and you learn, and I'm growing as a person. I'm growing better as a football player on the field. I'm growing better off the field as well. So.
And then I believe you changed your number, right?
Yeah, I changed my number.
So that's typically a pretty big deal. I mean, what's the story behind that?
What you say?
What's the story behind the number change?
Number one section. I mean, something like that. I mean, it's putting in the corner of the section. So yeah, I changed my number.
All right.
Dre said that he's talked to you about the process and that the need to be consistency is part of that process, and that he's relayed to you his experience, that it took him a couple years before he became the guy that was good enough to last in the NFL like he was. Can you kind of take us through some of those conversations you've had about being that guy now, but how it affects you later in the next level?
When me and Dre talk about definitely consistency. I have to be consistent this year, and me being consistent helps me in the draft, and that's where I want to go. I want to go to the draft, so I have to be more consistent. I got to play every game like it's my last. I got to do better than last year. I didn't have a great season as I expected. So he's been more hard on me in our conversations. We've been watching more film, taking notes together, so it's going to be good, yeah.
Does it help that you have conversations with a guy who's been right through it and came through it and achieved as much as he did?
Oh, yes. Just talking to someone that's been through Carolina, that's been in the league, that's made it to the Pro Bowls, Hall of Fame, just hearing his words of wisdom just gives, better courage.
So how pivotal was he in your recruitment process?
Huge. I want to say huge. I want to say I got a call from Dre when I was on a trip to Texas A&M, and just that conversation I had with him was just amazing. So I was like, all right, well, I found my school, so it was always amazing.
He thinks very highly of you and your potential, and you being ready to kind of like take that next step to be that next big time cornerback. Not just an ACC, but why does he feel so high about your talent?
One, he believes like I can do it. He sees something in me. He sees something in me that like my father sees in me. Like he sees that kind of player that I can take it to the next level, that I can be that next top corner in the league, that talked about, the award winning. So he sees something in me that I see in myself.
Does that instill more confidence in you and your ability to go out here and perform, and how can you prove yourself right, prove him right moving forward?
Yes, most definitely. I definitely have, I won't say it's a lot of pressure, but I definitely have a lot of, challenges along, a lot of goals to get through to be that person, so yeah.
Can you share any of those goals?
No.
Tony, you were saying that you didn't have the season that you expected last year. Like when you have gone back and looked at it and sort of dissected it, and what stands out that you did not like specifically, and like, do those moments, are they driving you now, as you're getting ready for this next season?
I want to say I wasn't as physical as I wanted to be on the field, and making the league, coaches love physical DBs, so I got to be more physical on the field, and I got to be consistent. I got to make plays when the ball is in the air, and man coverage in the zone.
one of the other things that Coach Chiswick sort of instilled in us earlier today was that his guiding philosophy is less is more. And you mentioned how he's putting you guys in more position to make plays. Simplifying things, maybe taking away some of the extraneous coverages, how has that made things easier from a repetition standpoint? Really knowing where you're supposed to be at every single.
It definitely makes it a lot easier. It definitely makes it a lot easier, like learning the coverage more, learning where your support is, where you have help at, learning better concepts from the offense as well. You know, seeing more. You know, when you in man, sometimes you got your back turned to this quarterback all the time, you really can't see.
Right.
But you could really break down concepts and steal you more picks and get to the end zone.
Has that also carried over from a communication standpoint? He said how he sort of used communication from like the back forward, where it starts with the DBs, goes to the linebackers. How is that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we got that communication handled. So
Okay.
communication is not a problem this year. Everybody knows on the defense that in order to win, in order to be successful, you gotta talk. Period. So.
All good? Thanks, Tom.
Thanks.